Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. So this is week 5 project, online retailer assignment. So gradually we are getting to the end of the semester, so you can see. And then throughout the semester, you've learned a whole lot of things, a whole lot of functions from this very course. Okay, so in this very assignment, we are going to utilize, most importantly, conditional formatting, and then also do dashboard, and then also use lookup. Okay, so I already have my downloaded workbook here. This is my downloaded workbook. Okay, and then let's go to the scenario. As always, make sure you read it very well. It's very, very important. Okay, so we go to the requirement. Okay, so it says that requirements, orders sheet. Okay, so you can see that we have one sheet here, just order sheet. But at the end, we'll create another sheet that we'll use for the lookup. Okay, so since we are going to do lookup, okay, most versions of Excel do not have X lookup. Okay, so you can see that in other places or in other assignments, we have the customer name. Okay, this is the column that contains the customer name. The customer name is at the left side here. You often see it as A or sometimes B, and then the rest to follow. But this one, you can see the customer name is in between. Okay, it's in the middle or somewhere. It's not at the left side. Now, when we want to do lookup for, range, using name ranges, for customer name, when you want to use VIN lookup, the customer name needs to be here. But for X lookup, you can use it whilst whether the customer name is at the left side or in the middle or even at the last side. You can also use index and match when the thing is the customer name is in the middle or at the left side or wherever you can find it. You can find it. Okay. But for this very assignment, because we do not have, most of us do not have X lookup. Okay, and we are going to use VIN lookup. Let's try to move this customer name to the the left hand side so that it will appear as the first column. Okay, so I'll do this by, I'll click cut, and then I'll click on this one, and then I'll set cut cells. Okay, so we should have something like this here. Okay, so then let's go back to what we gotta do. Okay, so it says that order date, ship date. The column shows the date when the order was created. Please apply number formatting to show dates. Ship dates is also like almost the same. So we have to format it to show as date. You already know what to do with that. Okay, so you don't waste much time on this. Format your short dates, and we're done with that. And then we go to customer name. Okay, so it says replace the customer named Kylie Quack with your name. Okay, so let's go and see if you have Kylie Quack there. Okay, so we have Kylie Quack here, number 36. Okay, so usually you have two ways. You can either just delete it. Okay, you can delete it, and then maybe if your name is Jeffrey, you just type it there. Okay, but for this one, let's try to do something different. Okay, so let's say if you may have something in, okay, if you may have a lot of Kylie Quack in this very workbook. Let's say you have about 50 Kylie Quack in here that you have to replace it with your name. You cannot be typing all of them, okay, one by one, but we have the formula that, you can help us to do what? To do that very, very easy. Okay, so the formula is called find and then replace. Okay, so you can come here, find and select, and then you see it, or either ways, you can just click Control plus H, and then when you click Control plus H, this pop-up menu will open. Okay, and then he said, find what? So I'm finding Kylie. Okay, make sure you type it the way you see it in the workbook. Okay, Kylie Quack. And they say replace with what? Okay, so you say we should replace it with our name. Let's say my name is Jeffrey. Jeffrey, maybe Arnold. Jeffrey Arnold. Okay, so you says click on, sorry, you click on replace, or when you click on replace, or you can see all done. We made one replacement. And when you check, you can see number 36 as what? Number 36 has replaced it. Okay, so that is one way that you can use to replace a whole lot of things. Okay, if you are supposed to replace plenty names with your anything, it can be anything, it can be your name, it can be anything. Okay, so try use that. And then let's go to, say, new city. Create a column at the end, call new city. Use a formula that references the data in the city column. Your formula should replace all instances of San Antonio with the city where you currently reside. Okay, so this is self-explanatory. You're supposed to create a new column here. Okay, so we'll name it as new city. Okay, say that we should replace all San Antonio, all city with San Antonio, with where you reside right now. Okay, so when you come to city, you can see this is San Antonio. So instead of here appearing as San Antonio, you're supposed to have it here as the city that you reside in. Okay, all the other ones that don't have San Antonio should appear the same as they are here. But anyone that has San Antonio should change towards the city that you reside in. Okay, so let's do that with an if statement. Our formula will be if, okay, if, okay. So if anything here, okay, if anything here is equal to, and then you bring your double quote, San Antonio. If anything in this very box is equal to San Antonio, and then you close it here, then you bring your comma, then replace it with my city, which is, let me say I come from Cape Coast in Ghana. Cape Coast. Place it with Cape Coast. Okay. So make sure this San Antonio, you write it the same way you see it here. If you make any mistake, it will not reflect. Okay. So it says, if anything in this very box is equal to San Antonio, then replace it with what? Say value if true. Replace it with the city you come from, which is mine. In my case, is Cape Coast. But if it is not San Antonio, which is the value is false, you bring a comma. If the value is 4, then replace it with anything that you have here. Replace it or just return the same thing here. Okay, and I'll hit enter. So you can see that since this one is not San Antonio, it's still reflecting as what? Houston. Okay, and then we copy and drag. So you can see that that for San Antonio has changed towards Cape Coast. Okay, so that is that for this very one. Let's see another one. Okay, so it says city, state, and region. Sort the spreadsheet by region in ascending order, by state ascending order, then by new city ascending order. Okay, so we are going to do custom sort here. So in the custom sort, usually we used to sort once, But this one we are going to sort with three different words, three different things. Okay, we are going to sort it with new city, region first, and then state, and then new city, right? Yes, region, state, and then new city in ascending order. So let me, sorry, let me, okay. So put your filters there first. Okay, we'll create another column here, so please add that one. Okay, so place your filter there first, and then you know, select the whole data. Select the whole data. Okay, sometimes we need to use shortcut. Let me help you with this shortcut. Okay, so shortcut to select the route, you can select only the first the headings. Okay, so when you select the headings, you create Control Shift plus Shift and then plus down. Down arrow key, you select everything for you. Okay, and then we go back to sort again. This time we are using custom sort. So you go to custom sort. So here we say that we should sort by what? We should sort by region ascending, then state ascending, new city ascending. Okay, so we sort by, you click here, we have region here. Okay, we are using the cell values, which is A to Z, which is also from ascending order. Then you click on this one to add level, and then we did then by state, also in ascending order. You can see that one is already been done. Add another level, and then you select what? New city, also in ascending order. Okay, so make sure this is what you have. Okay, when you click OK, you have to see something like this. Okay, you see all the central, all the east, and then all the south. Okay, if you don't have this, just check. You can see that. If you don't have this, it means you gotta do it again. Okay, all right. So let's go to what we have. It says retail price. We don't have anything to do here. We have quantity sold. We say add a green check mark, additional format and icon set for every customer that ordered 5 or more items. So here we are going to use what? We are going to use conditional formatting here. We say we should add check mark to any customer that has or that ordered for 5 or more what quantities. Okay, so we should have a check mark here, and then anything that is equal to or above 5 should have check mark. Okay, so let's go to conditional formatting. Let's add a new rule. Okay, so this new rule, we are going to icon set. Okay, we select this very one. Okay, format cells based on their values. See, and then we go towards icon set. So when you go to icon set, remember it says you do check mark. So the icon style should include something with check mark. Okay, let me select this one. Okay, so this is, we don't want this, we don't want that. Okay, so what we'll do is that we'll click on this down and then click on no icon. We don't want anything for this one. We just want this. Okay. All right. And then here too, we want, they are in numbers, so we want a number. Okay. So it says that when the value is greater than or equal to what? 5. According to the question, we have, okay, every 5 or more. So greater than or equal to 5. And then you leave this as 0. Okay, just click OK. So you can see it's just checking for this person alone. And we cannot do that for every person one by one. No. So with that, we go back to conditional formatting again, and then we go, this time we go to manage rules. And then let me bring this here. Okay, so you can see that this applies to only this cell, only this one. Okay, but we don't want it to apply to only this one. We want it to apply to everybody. So what you will do is that you delete here. You used to bring an equal to sign, and then you come here, select the whole thing, the whole, for all the customers. Okay, so when you click apply, make sure you click apply after you have selected everything. So when you click apply, you click OK. So you can see that it's applying for everyone. Now either for 5 or more. Okay, so that is that for that one. And let's go to, we have again, we don't have anything to do for discount. Okay, yes, we don't have this. We have something to do for total detail, so sales, sorry. So it's a use conditional formatting to highlight in gold. Remember, it says gold. This one has identified the color for you. A top 10% of sales in the total sales column. Okay, all right, then you can check this. If you watch the video, you understand. It's self-explanatory. So it says that we should highlight the top 10 sales in the total sales column. All right, so let's go. So we have total sales here and widen that a bit. Okay, we have total sales here. All right, so go to conditional formatting, go to new rule again. But this time around, you are looking for this top or bottom rank values. Okay, because we need top 10. Okay, so when you come here, you can see top or bottom, but we are looking for top, and then this is 10. Okay, but we want it at percentage, so we check this one, and then we come to format. Okay, we come to fill color. Make sure you choose what gold color. Okay, something that because it has been specified for us. Or if you know the color combination for gold, okay, you can go to more colors, and then you know that gold is, I think this blue is 0 for gold. This is 255, and then this is, I think, 215 to get you the correct gold color. And you can check for yourself if it's true or not. This is what I know. You can click OK. Sorry, click OK here. And then something like this is okay. You click OK. And then you click OK here. You can see that this one is also selecting this, but one for everyone. Okay, top 10%. So we'll go to conditional formatting again. Make sure it is still selecting this verify. Okay, so we'll go to manage rules, and then you can see it's applying to only this one. Okay, so you just like we did for the quantity, so we do the same thing. You bring the equal to sign. Make sure you bring that. If you don't bring that, it will not work. Then you select the whole for the rest of all the customers. Okay, so after you're done, make sure you click apply. And you click OK. So when you check, you can see that those that have the top 10% has, you have this kind of idea. Okay, so that's that for that. Okay. Sorry, I think I forgot something here, the category. Okay, which you were supposed to do before all this quantity sold and then total sales. Okay, so it says that we should use conditional formatting to highlight the entire row with the color of your choice. Remember, this one is giving you color of your choice, but when you come to total sales, it has been specified for you. Okay, so let's do that. I'm sorry, I forgot that. Make sure you do that before, you come to the total sales. All right, so we have category, so we should use it for highlight entire row. Okay, entire row, not column. Or if the category is what? Technology. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so where is category? We have category here. And then we go to conditional formatting. We apply new rule. Okay, and then for the category, we will still use use a formula to determine which cells to format. Okay, so our formula here will be, we select this very one. Okay, and then our formula will be, if anything here, okay, if anything in category is equal to, remember we have two equal to signs here, then you bring your quotes, write technology. Make sure you write it the same way you see it over there, and then you close with that. And then we want the row, we don't want column, so we delete this sign here, this cell referencing sign here. Okay, and then we'll leave this one there. Okay, remember we go to format, say any color of your choice. I want this color. No, let me change it. Maybe I want this color. And I click OK. And then I click OK. All right, so we can see it is not working. We will go to manage rules. And then we are applying it for the whole, okay. Because this is furniture and we only applied it to this, so that's why it did not show. Okay, but we are applying it for the whole data. This one is the whole data, not only this column. Okay, so we'll start from customer name, delete this one first, sorry. And then when we go to sign, we'll select the whole data from the heading to don't create name ranges for this one. Okay, so we'll click apply, and then we'll click OK. So you can see that all the cells that has, sorry, all the rules that has technology has been highlighted with the color that we choose. Okay, all right, so I'm sorry I left that out. So I think we're done with total sales. Now we'll go to the, I think the hardest part, okay, which is the order number. So we are going to create an additional column, call a new order number, and then that uses a formula to add region code at front of each order number. The region codes are East is equal to 101, South is 201, Central is 301. And then he has explained it. For example, the order 4961 from Central would look like 301, and then you add the number. Okay, so what this simply means is that we have the order numbers here. Okay, and you can see some are central. When you go down, you see that some are east. Okay, so they would want you to add their codes to this one, but you will not do it in this very cell or in this very column, but you will do it you do it in another or a new column that will create, which will be called new order number. New order number. Okay, so we are going to create name ranges. Okay, when you look at the instructions, say you can use your name ranges. Consider using name ranges. Okay, so let's create name ranges for order number and region. Okay, so I want to use shortcuts for that. So I'll create name range for region. You already know how to do this. Region, click enter. I'll also create that for order number. Okay, I'll click, I'll name this order number. hit enter. Okay, so I think we are set for that. Okay, so our formula for this, okay, we will use if function. But this one, because we have a lot of conditions, we'll use the ifs. Okay, so our formula here will be equal to ifs. Remember, we have if and then ifs. Okay, so the logical test, 1. Okay, so if, we created region, so our formula here will be if region, sorry, okay, we created region. Okay, if anything in this column, this region column, of which we have created a name range for that, is equal to, we bring our quotes, east. If it's east, okay, and so that you can see very well. Okay, if it's equal to east, then please, the code for east is 101 when you check it. 101, then bring dash, and then bring your to close it. Okay, the code is 101 for east. Okay, so if anything in region, if it's equal to east, please do what? Please replace it with what? 101, and then add this 101 dash, then add anything in order number. Remember, we created order number. We use concatenation or concatenate, okay, or n%, ampersand, and then we'll add the order number, the one that we just created. Okay, and then we'll do for another test. If anything in region again is equal to south, remember, I have to put your south. Oh, sorry, it's not south. South. Then please add 201 dash and order number. And then if region again is equal to central, then add what? 301 dash, and then you bring your this thing and order number. Okay, so you should have something like this. I don't know how you will save your region or your order number, but make sure that you add the order number. This is order number added to this, the code that we're being given. Okay, when you check here, you can see this is 101, 201, 301 from central. Okay, so you can close it and hit enter. So when you hit enter, you can see that because this is central, okay, this is central, you have added central, which is 301, to this order number, and then it has made it a new number. So you can copy and drag for the rest of them. When you go down, you can see that of east is changed to 101, and then that of south changed to 201. Here that we get. So you should have something like that. Okay. All right, so I think we are done for that. And then we'll go to dashboard. I think you already know how to do dashboard. I'm not going to do that for you. But remember to create a name range. Well, you already know. I don't have to tell you. Okay, so let me see. Because of the dashboard protection, okay, I will do 1 and then you do the rest. Okay, so creating maybe custom name or just making names. names, hit enter. Okay, and then we come here, we add another sheet to it. Okay, we name it dashboard. Okay, maybe up here customer name, and then I'll make this as an input cell. Okay, and then I'll use my data validation to bring my names here. Okay, so I'll go to data, go data validation. I want list. You already know that one. Make sure you bring your equal to sign. If you don't bring it, remember every formula in Excel starts with equal sign. Okay. So this is how I name my. Okay, so these are the names. Let me put Jeffrey, because that is what I put over there. Okay. And then we go to okay, so we are looking up for all these order date, ship mode, new city, state, region, category, quantity, discount. Okay, and now it's supposed to be around 11. Okay, and all these things, they are supposed to be output cell. You know how to do that. Okay, so let's go and then let me do for state and region. Okay, yeah, right, state here. Okay, and then I'll put maybe region here. Okay, the format is as an output cell. Format this cell as an output cell also. So, okay, and then I think I need to leave a space there. Let me leave the space. Yes, cut and paste it here. Okay, so I'll format this as output, format this as an output. Okay, and then I'll use VLOOKUP for this very one. VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP array. And then my table, because I did not create name range for whole table, I'll select it like that. Okay, but please make sure that when you are done, okay, creating everything, the new order number and then the new city, when you join it, when you are done with everything, when it comes to this, please create a name range for the whole data. You know how to do that. Okay, and then column index number for state is, this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's supposed to be 6. Okay, and then my lookup range, I want exact match. So click enter, and then this is showing as really normal. Okay, I'll do the same thing for region. From now be vin lookup. This is my lookup value, and then table. This one I'll select it again, but you have to create a name range for it. So if you want to do it this way, that is okay. And then column index number for region is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7. And then I want the exact match. Select false. Hit enter. Okay. So when you're done, you can cross check to see this is Jeffrey, Illinois, this is Central, then it means I'm on track. Okay. So you create for the other ones that are remaining. Don't forget that we have you have to create for order date, ship mode, new city, state, region, category, quantity, and then new order. You know, everything. Oh, you're supposed to get about 11 output cells here. Okay, indicating the headings. All right. So I'm going to demonstrate how to protect the sheet. Okay, the dashboard. We are protecting the dashboard. We say protect the dashboard sheet so that the customer name is the only cell that users may select and what edit. Make sure to test the protection, prevent other edits, and that a new name can be selected before turning anything. Okay, so what we are going to do is that we are going to protect this sheet, this dashboard sheet, so that nobody can select anything here to change it, other than to select the names and just change the name so that these ones can also what change. Okay, so Excel is locked. Okay, every cell is locked by default. Okay, so our first step with this, I will select this cell, you left click, and then you go to format cells, you go to protection. You can see it is locked. Okay, so you uncheck this one and click OK. And then you can see you can still select all this one. And then we go to review, go to protect sheet, and then you uncheck this one, select lock cells. Okay, select lock cells, then click OK. So when you click on that, you can see you can't select anything here. I'm trying to click here. I can't select anything here. Okay, I can't edit this. I can't edit that. I can't edit this. I can't edit that. But I can only select, sorry, I can only select a name from here. And then these will do what? Will change. So that's what they are looking from us from this very assignment. I can't select this, but I can only change this. When you are done, make sure that you do what? You remove the guidelines, and then make sure that you have all the other things you're supposed to do, use lookup functions for. Okay, so that is that for this very assignment. Make sure that this cell, this sheet, is a fair sheet that appears whenever you open that. If you want to color it, you can color it. And then also make sure that this sheet is also selecting A1, okay, cell A1. Okay, but make sure that this cell, this sheet is the one that is shown first whenever you open it afresh. Okay, so you can see that once you do it, you can't select anything here. All these people, they'll go away. Okay, there are some certain things that you can't do when it's being protected. Okay, so that is that for the assignment. If you want to color this, you can do that. Make sure you clean your workbook. Make sure the headings are showing very well, you know. And then lastly, don't forget standard of professionalism. Clean it up, and then you're good to go. So thank you for that, and then see you another time.